Welcome to lesson 1 of 3 in this tutorial, covering internal energy. This is the first video in our series of 3 lessons on the topic of internal energy and energy transfers. Here are the key learning objectives for today's lesson. The first is to look at the energy of the particles, and the second is to look at heating the system. Here are the AQA specification points for this tutorial. Feel free to pause the video now and read through them before we begin. The first point is to cover the term internal energy. Particles have kinetic energy and potential energy. In a system, particles mainly have these 2 types of energy. Kinetic energy allows the particles to move. Potential energy is the energy that keeps the particles in their positions. Now, we will cover the energy stored inside a system. Here's the definition for internal energy. It is the total kinetic energy and potential energy of all the particles that make up a system. We can calculate it using this equation here. This is the short form of the equation, which is easier for you to use in an AQA exam. The units for this equation are simply joules, since we are dealing with energy. Some exam questions may ask you to construct a simple word equation to demonstrate concepts, such as potential energy plus kinetic energy is equal to internal energy. Our final specification point deals with the changes in energy systems by heating. Here's a flowchart to explain what happens when we heat a system. When we heat a system, we will be increasing the energy of the particles. This, in turn, will increase the temperature of the system. This is a result of changing states. Try to learn this section as a flow diagram. AQA exams will expect you to be able to link topics and ideas together, so try to do this in your revision. This diagram shows how both of these variables, heat and kinetic energy, will increase with each other. We have now covered all the specification points for this section. Feel free to skip back through this video and re-watch anything you might be unsure about. We have now covered Lesson 1,